All right, guys. Welcome to My Kind of Convo. I'm your host, Criss.
I am your hostess, Kim.
And your third, but not least, hostess, Crisscross.
Hi. All right, guys. So we have a fun and hopefully exciting episode because I really am excited to hear some of the topics tonight. Again, we thank all of our listeners and our new listeners. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for those who have been listening. We really appreciate it. But we are going to jump right in. So I'm going to pass it off right now. And I'm going to pass it off to Miss Kim.
Hey, yo.
I know you're super excited.
I am. I am. Oh, my God. I feel so important.
I'm done with you.
Number one.
Hey.
Number two.
Right, girl.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
Dang.
changing it up, 2024.
Change it up. Dang. I wasn't prepared, but now I am.
Oh, New Year, new you.
Tell me about it. Dang. Okay.
I'm keeping everybody on their toes.
Oh, look, let me explain something. I have been a little under the weather, and I hope anybody that's been, outside, feel better.
Enjoying this lovely weather.
Because, things is crazy out there in these streets. But everybody, since it is a new year, everybody's talking about new fitness, new, I'm going to get cooking in the kitchen, all that. Yeah. So we all are, we scroll through, and our favorite app to look at is TikTok.
Okay. Yep.
But now, look, now,
everybody,
this
okay? Not everybody.
This is where my topic lies. You can't eat at everybody's house, y'all.
Facts.
You know, I just
don't
more
eat
than once on that one.
At everybody else's house. Now, my favorite peoples,
I can't.
is Josh and his mama.
Oh, girl.
His mama need help.
How did Josh get the ripe age that he is right now?
Miracle. That's a miracle.
How long did he stay out the kitchen before he realized his mom was cooking the way she did?
Right. And when did that realization hit that my mama cooks a little different than other mamas?
Right.
When did that
and the
hit?
thing is, his mom look like she a hardworking lady. She be wearing scrubs, so I'm gonna assume she's a nurse. Okay. She work hard.
Okay.
But Josh and your mama, we the three of us have a little bit of melanin in our system, not to say nothing, but you can't eat at everybody's house.
True. That's true. We have said this.
Okay? And it's not just Josh and his mama. There's other people out there in this world.
Yep.
Like, everybody's so creative.
Girl. Or that lady that cooked the lasagna in her dishwasher. Stop.
Oh, no.
And she served it. She served it to a house full of friends.
Oh, my
And that was the cheapskate woman, right? Yeah, she was on Extreme Cheapskates. I see that episode. She served lasagna and salmon from her dishwasher. She said because it saves energy and washes your dishes at the same time. Ooh, your face.
And her man was like, I love her.
Right, but this is the thing. So he had a bunch of friends. No. A little background on this story. He had a bunch of friends over. And they were watching the game. And every time the game went on commercial, he had to turn off the little bitty TV that they had.
I think I saw this one.
Yes.
I think I saw this one.
And he was like, nah, I got to do it.
No.
And then people was like, I got to go to the bathroom and turn the lights on. She was like, nah. Here's the candle, my friend.
But it wasn't even a regular candle. It was in a can.
Yeah.
No.
So, yeah, you got to carry this can. And it's the one candle in the can.
I would never go. I would never go to your house. I would be like, why? Why do I have to use this candle? What 1900s time period, 1800s time period am I living in that we don't got fluorescent lighting anymore in this place?
She's saying
and her grocery shopping.
Oh.
Her grocery shopping.
No.
She's taking the grapes off the vine. I don't eat that. Peeling the peel off the
banana and saying, I don't eat that, so I'm just going to take the banana.
Yeah.
I don't need to pay for the vine.
This is disrespectful. I don't even know what to tell y'all right now.
And she said, my family only going to eat 10 of these grapes, so I might as well only
how many pounds are coming off the banana if you take it? And then the bananas go, if you don't eat it right then and there, they're going bad.
And you just going to put it in a plastic
Same thing
bag.
with the grapes. If you don't keep it, like if you're like not keeping up, I mean, depending if you keep it fresh enough, but like on the vine, it keeps it a little longer, you know.
Criss.
Well, I'm done. I'm done.
Criss.
No, I refuse it.
All right. So when you see, there was this one that they told everybody, well, we having a potluck at lunch at work. And all they did was open everybody's contribution. Why was everybody's contribution the same color? This brown color for the potluck. You can't eat at everybody's house.
Okay, but what are you talking? Okay, but you're not eating at everybody's house because it's a potluck. So
it's a
everybody
potluck, so
brought
it was at work.
Okay,
so
but everybody brought a
different
food.
dish.
Yeah.
But the one person was like, yeah, I'm going to the potluck. And all of the dishes looked the same.
And these were all from different people.
Yes.
Okay, what you're trying to say is you can't eat from everybody.
You can't eat from everybody.
They must all live together if all the dishes came out looking the same color. That don't make no sense, because when I've had potlucks, they've all been different colors, different the desserts. The rice did not look like the potato salad. The potato salad did not look like the curry chicken.
And
the curry chicken did not look like the macaroni pie.
This brownish color.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
It was all this brownish color.
I still
And
think
it was
about
just-
that potato salad.
I'm done. Done.
Just for our listeners, I always do I've been doing barbecues, and we always have kind of like a potluck barbecue, or I do it big, and so
Everybody could cook.
Look, we all, but it was just there was another one that I'd seen, and it was at this girl's house, and everybody was happy. They was eating. Everybody had already eaten. This one person's like, yeah, they came a little late. They was like, I'm ready to eat. Now, these people are of the melanin variety. Okay? I'm going to just put that out there, because it's not all people that don't have melanin. Some of them is with melanin as well. Okay? My gentleman friend went to dish out his food, and his food had a little bit extra protein in the potato salad.
You know about raisins? Because we all know we don't eat potato salad with raisins.
I'm sorry. I wish it was raisins.
Oh,
What was it, girl?
Mercy.
What was it?
Bugs.
It was bugs.
Nope. Nope.
Somebody cooked bugs and
Nope.
Or
That's a no.
I need to know.
Nope.
I'm guessing they did not clean their food or the pot
Oh my God.
before cooking.
Oh my Lord.
And
No.
they
No.
It's the vocals.
If you know, my skin is crawling right now because yeah, okay. When it comes to food, I'm a visual eater first.
Yep.
So it has to look visually pleasing for me to eat it.
Yeah.
Okay. If it don't look good, I'm not touching it. But you already started with the bug.
My problem is
No.
that everybody else in the household had already eaten, and everybody else that was there was eating said food and did not notice the bugs yet.
Oh, we don't look at our plates. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you said.
I inspect every aspect of the food
Okay,
before I take
my
it.
dude took like a little scoop because I'm so done.
I am. Oh man, I'm sorry. Continue, because my
So-
face is just. Oh my God.
So they scooped, and then they were like, "What is that? What is that?" And I think it was either rice or potato salad, and he moved the food around, and the bug kind of jittered. And he said, hold on.
No.
Who made this dish?
No. Nobody should have raised their hands if they. Any food. I'm so frustrated.
I'm so done with
Anywhere
shit.
where there's a barbecue or a potluck and somebody has to ask who made this dish, don't raise your hand. Walk off. Walk off. Unless they say this is the best tasting food I've ever. Walk off. Because something wrong. If anybody ever said who made, don't respond.
So Miss Ma'am was like, that was me. It tastes so good, right? Everybody's like, yeah, it tastes good. It's not bad. He was like, y'all ain't see this pot?
Oh no.
No, because nobody looking at their food.
So one of the other people came over and looked. They're like, "You got roaches at your house?" And she was like, "You know, I may have it." They're like, "Well, there's in this food." The amount of people just started
throwing away their dishes and
throwing away, feeling sick.
Yeah, because they just had a pile of roaches that they don't
And
expect their food.
You know, it wasn't just one.
So sorry, y'all, for the noises. If y'all have problems with noises, it's just I'm shooken.
It was multiple.
No, and she ain't
roaches.
You know what?
Seasoned in said food.
I'm pretty sure she moved out of the city after that.
She was somebody's girlfriend.
No, she wasn't. Not after that. Not after that. She wasn't. She was single after that. She in that moment when people gagged, she turned single. She went from in a relationship on Facebook to single in 2.5 seconds.
She was single the moment he said, "Y'all ain't see the road." the road. He said, "What?"
He said, "I can't be with you no more." It's right then and there. Right,
bro.
And you know what? I'm sorry, but no. Like I'm sorry to anyone else. This is not to offend nobody.
It's not.
I am of the melanin persuasion, but you have got to be kidding me. You are of my persuasion, and you did not check your food. You did not look. Not only that, you did not clean your pot. You didn't wash your stuff. How you eat in your house is one thing, but you're cooking for other people. And even then, now I don't even want to come near you. I don't even want. If you ever offer me, "Hey, I baked a cake," you baked it for yourself, because I don't want no piece of it. I'm not. No, you're like, "Oh, Julie brought the cake." Don't eat Julie food.
Don't eat Julie food.
Don't eat Julie food. I'm saving you. Unless I really don't like you, girl. Let me cut you a big slice. I got you.
And the thing is,
slice. If I really don't like you, Julie, where your food at, girl? Oh, I got you. I'm gonna cut you. You should try Julie food. Julie food. But in all honesty,
she brought her own pot from her house.
She didn't put it in like
she didn't put it in a pan.
Look,
in a container.
I don't like taking
I'm
stuff
bothered.
home. Yeah,
I'm real bothered because I know you stirred that pot. And you mean to tell me you didn't see nothing look a little
bit?
Yeah, like just a little weird.
Just a little touch.
You know?
Yeah.
Just
it's
an ingredient that just don't look right.
Right. And
then
what was it? Potato salad?
I think it was, I can't remember if it was potato salad or if it was rice. But it was white. So they scooped it out. So I think it was rice. I'd seen this some time ago.
Either white potatoes or white rice. And regardless,
those aren't white.
Right. What Criss is saying, you ain't sprinkled nothing extra up in there that wasn't of the white variety.
Correct.
How you gonna leave and not?
Right. That's not oregano. You ain't. That's not black pepper.
You're right. That's not oregano.
It wasn't parsley.
I'm shook it.
And then for it to kick out.
Oh Lord, it was still alive. So it's eating my food while I'm eating, or I thought I was gonna eat this food, because there's no way that was such a
correct.
Man.
Correct. So
man.
Just scroll on TikTok. I mean, you get great recipes.
Kimberley.
You get amazing
need you to stop.
times.
Oh my goodness.
You get the news.
Oh my goodness.
And you get,
I ain't gonna lie though. There's no shrimp recipe I want to try. It really is. I ain't gonna front. I'm not
saying that everybody can't cook. I'm just saying there's a whole community
of people you
should not eat by or should not be cooking, because raisins do not belong in potato salad.
Hands up. That's the truth. Preach on. That's true.
It's the truth.
I'm sorry.
That should not be there. You should not be one pot in macaroni, chicken, beef, hot dogs, spaghetti, milk.
Excuse me?
Oh, you ain't seen those ones.
Excuse me?
Oh.
Did you hear all that comments that they just said? That the menagerie of food that they just threw together.
So yeah, that's what people are doing. They have the big, the big oven tins that you would do like lasagna or something in.
You mean they were taking food home?
Them.
Right, they take it right out of the container.
I see that. I was like,
please wash your meat.
Not just your meat. Wash the tins. You cannot take a tin from the store, 99 cents, supermarket, wherever, and not wash it. You know how we know you ain't wash it?
Because the sticker's still there.
Why is the sticker still at the bottom? Who eating sticker food? Not me. That means you ain't wash it. You know how many people touched that before you touched it?
And there's glue on the paper.
Yes.
People just don't care about life. and then where's the listeners that be like, y'all, we eat worse things.
Right.
You eat worse things, sir. Not I.
Right. Right. No.
So there are other videos out there where there was one, they just cut the chicken right out the the little plastic the chicken was in with all its juices, quote unquote. Okay.
And they didn't wash it, right?
No. They put it right in the middle of the tin. Then they took 2 Velveeta cheeses, the big block ones, stuck one in the chicken, broke one up, put it around, and then they put dry macaroni, put it on one corner. Then they took a can of peas, put it in another corner. Then they put some other things all around this chicken.
Such a waste of food.
We didn't season nothing. Okay,
it was already a waste of food. Just
and then we started like moving it. I'm gonna send y'all the video. We started massaging the food together and everything, and then
why
cooked it.
Cooked it.
Was
the chicken already cooked?
No, it was raw.
Salmonella.
Oh, good.
On everything.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
On everything. Okay.
Salmonella. I don't know what I said before, but that wasn't it.
Girl, whatever it is,
there was no seasoning, and then they put they were like, it needs milk for the mac and cheese, so I'm just gonna to put some milk in there. Oh, it needs water for this other dish. Put some water in there.
These are just for show. Sometimes these are just for show in such a way.
Or like the people that are like making food like nachos and things on their tables or in their sinks and stuff like that.
That grosses me. I swear I think those are for show, because there's just no way. I watched the woman use her whole arm when she was making like this weird nacho something, and she used her table, like the straight up counter, and she was just spreading it out with her hands, and it was just so nasty. And I was just like, you have got to. I don't care how well you could have bleached that counter. I don't care. You're not dumping my food straight on a counter and then telling me to come and eat it. And I mean, she's like arms deep in this food. I was just like, this has to be just for the talk, because there's no way you're actually eating this. Like, there's no way. And it's just,
oh, your face.
Yeah.
Still, like,
yeah, it's just so disgusting.
I'm one of those people that, like, don't let me eat in peace. Don't tell me. Don't show me. I like, because my brain, when I'm trying to eat, just reflects back to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And guess what? Then I'm not eating for 4 days, because that's going to just pop right in my head. And I'm like, I was starving before this, guys. I'm not eating until Thursday.
Right?
I'm done.
Right? No, girl.
Yeah.
I'm very like, I don't know where your hands been.
Yo.
Thank you.
Like,
that's yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo. So, like, serious. I'm all about, us finding our niche in cooking. Please pick up a cookbook. Follow the directions. Wash your utensils. Wash your meat.
Wash your containers.
Wash your containers. If you need help, seek out a person who cooks.
Right. And if you have a bug-infested place, maybe don't cook for everybody. I'm just saying.
Check your food.
You know what I just thought about? I was watching a food video, right, on TikTok, right? I don't even remember what it was that was being cooked, because it was like, like those quick videos that just show you up the whole
5-minute crafts.
Yeah, like something similar to that, right? And then in one instant, I saw a whole foot in the dish. And
I'm done.
I watched that video several times to comprehend that I saw what I saw.
What you mean there was a foot in the dish?
Like a big funky foot.
Oh heck no. No.
Like
No.
No.
He's like the Proud Family. You know,
when Sugar Mama
when
put her
Sugar
foot
Mama-
in it, she lit.
everybody eating her food. Everybody's like, these look
She
good.
said,
And they're like, how you make these? And
She
she's
made
like,
it on national
I put my
TV.
foot in it. And she's like, you gotta show us. And she's like, this how I make it. I put all the ingredients. I put on the floor. And then I put my foot in it. And I was
Everybody
dying.
started going, and
Everybody
was
was
the
throwing
end.
up. That was hilarious.
Sugar Mama.
She legit put her foot in it. To actually say she put that you saw a foot in somebody's food, girl, I'm done with the world.
stop wasting food.
Right.
Like, and food is expensive out here in these streets. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, like, there was this one quick video. I'm just gonna say real quick. This guy is like on the sidewalk, and I guess I don't know if it's a restaurant or whatever, but he had like a block of meat, and all you see is this guy, like, he is taking meat, and like the meat is on top of each other, frozen, and all he does is he takes the meat and he slams it on the ground, concrete sidewalk, my dude, and it's slamming because he's trying to separate the meat. And a guy walks by and goes, and you could tell he's arguing with him, like, he's pointing at the sidewalk, and he's pointing at the man, and he's pointing at the meat, like, and the man don't care, and he just keeps slamming it on the floor until it separates, and then picks it up like it's nothing, walks off.
Health inspector.
Yo,
That's like what we saw yesterday.
girl, if you saw what we saw
Oh
yesterday,
What did
my
you tell me?
all right,
God.
I'm gonna set it, and Kimberly's gonna continue it. So we were waiting. We had went to this place. This place.
We were in Queens.
But we went to this place, and we were waiting for our mom to come out. And as we're waiting, I see this person with a container of food. Now there's a Texas place, Tex. You know, where it's like chicken and burgers and fries. They're kind of like popping up all over the place from Tex. And they got it open though. It's like a container, a rectangle full of, you could tell, chicken and fries. And they're just walking with it open.
Just walking
Right.
across the street.
So I'm gonna let Kimberly go.
They was walking just walking across the street in the crosswalk.
Yeah.
We's at the light.
Yeah.
Okay, we's chilling.
Parked. We're parked.
Parked because we waiting. You know.
Yeah.
We see them. They're like, I'm like, why they got it open like that?
Yeah.
Just open.
Yeah.
And all the seagulls is like, drop it.
Right.
Drop it.
They circling.
Drop it.
They're circling. They watching. This is straight up Lion King. They waiting.
All right, the seagulls were like, we in for a meal, buddies.
Right.
Yo, the light changed. This person starting to walk across the street. In the middle of the street, the chicken fall.
Yo.
Chicken fell.
Fries and chicken.
Fries and chicken on the ground. In the street, in the middle of the street.
That's his fault.
All right. This person then goes and picks the chicken and the fries up, puts it back in the container,
And continues.
and continues to walk and eats the chicken out the box.
Where I tell you, and I couldn't believe what crisscross. When I tell you, I could not believe what I was watching. And then, mind you, there's a lot of people in this area. There's like, there's a lot of immigrants who are like trying to get a job, you know, so like a quick side. So they're standing there. Mind you, we all happen to be watching this person.
Because we trying to figure out why the box is open.
Because we're trying to figure out why is this box open, and they're happy. They got the biggest smile on their face, and they're walking like with this box open. And I was like, why they walking with it just open like that? But when they picked up the food off the floor, I mean the road,
It's the street in the
street,
crosswalk.
and every piece, not just like, oh,
it was
I'm not gonna pick up.
it was maybe 3 or 4 pieces of chicken and some French fries,
And they picked up every single piece, put it right back on top in the box,
and took a bite.
and kept walking.
And happy.
Everybody's watching, and we're like,
They're not from here. That's what it is. They're not from here. We're in the city. That once it's out of your hand and you're seeing it in slow motion smack the concrete, that belongs to any
Sure does.
rodent, any bird, and any
Right.
homeless man.
pizza rat.
That's not yours,
That-
sir.
it's done.
Oh my God.
Yep. Right.
I would have tackled him. What is his
would've
problem?
tackled him. I didn't even want to touch him because if that's what you do when you're got
Outside.
open chicken and fries and you walk in, I don't even know where your hands been.
I'm pretty sure the place asked if you wanted a bag.
Nah, I think my man was too damn happy with that. When I tell you who's strutting with that open chicken and fries, he was the happiest man. You can't tell this man nothing. I'm telling you, this is why everybody was watching because he was just, and it was full. Like they
Like
packed
it was
well.
packed.
But this man is so happy. I'm like, why he holding it like that? And why is
Right.
he crossing
Just like that.
Just
Like holding it.
He's just happy. You can tell this man's happy. He got fries and wings. But when it dropped, I was like, oh, that's it.
That's it. It's over.
But my man said it wasn't it. He said no. He said there's a 25-second rule.
Mind you,
And
it's
picked
at
it
a
all
red light, so everybody's seeing this.
Yes. I kept watching this man when he picked it up. Kept walking.
I know somebody was like, come look at this. Somebody come look at this.
That was me.
There was no shame
was
in
me.
this. Mind you, the only reason I know because we were like parked, but there were mad cars in front of us. So when we started leaving, my mom came in and we were like about to drive off. I was checking the street, bro. I was like, he picked up every single. There was not a fry or wing on the ground.
I don't care if that was my last $5.
Yo,
That's it.
yeah, right.
It's about to feed
That's
the world.
where
End of the world.
Them
Yeah,
seagulls had a meal.
if anything, I could have understood if he picked up and tossed it because the birds were off to the side by a gas station. So I figured, no, when he put it back on top of the box,
We watched him put it back on top of the box.
put it right back in on top of the clean food. He put the dirty food, and that's when I knew.
Not from here.
This man said 25-second, 30 to a minute. You know, like
Rule. Easy.
rule.
Easy.
Where everyone says 5 seconds, this man has a 30 to a minute rule. Easy. To him, that's still food. That food's still delicious.
Nah.
He just got extra.
It got seasoning
extra seasoning.
because the cars rolled right past at that point.
Because they slowed down to check Mr. Man. I'm like, what?
And everybody watching like, did you?
Did that just happen?
Somebody
Yeah.
come look at this.
Yeah. I was about to be that one dude with the empty mop
Oh
bucket.
my gosh! 'Cause,
Empty mop
okay,
bucket, put it in the middle of the road.
Gotta set the scene. You gotta set
and
the scene.
I'm nosy.
My
I'm gonna just be
dude.
mopping the whole street just for no reason.
All right, we's nosy. Okay,
That's it.
we will run to the window to see what's happening across the street because we need to know. Okay,
Absolutely.
all right.
But we like we are not like the neighbors.
Let me explain something. Look. At least
Because
we
they be
hide.
upstairs, downstairs. They're coming out to go take out trash. They don't even have.
Every window got a person in it. Every door
I don't see
window.
somebody that don't live on this block take somebody's trash out the house, okay, and leave it on the corner,
Yo.
just to be nosy.
Oh my goodness. Literally, I was like saying, like, we watched this TikTok. Kim had said to
Oh my gosh! So the police were across the street.
Yeah.
they was doing something. My dude took a regular milk carton box that got holes in it, and his mop went to the middle of the street and started mopping
with nothing in
with
it.
no water. It was acting like
And so I was talking to the police. The police like, you ain't got no water. He's like, what he said? He said, I got no water.
He said,
I had to come back. Well, I would have been me. I'm mopping the street. It needed cleaning. What's going on over there? What's happening? Oh, I'll be peeping. But you know what? Yo, in our house,
we are horrible.
literally everybody will text everybody. Yo, there's something going down. There are lights outside, y'all. Everybody's running either to the ring, the window, the door.
Just to look. I just want to know.
I did a backflip. I did a backflip a couple weeks ago. Kim came, knocked on my door. She said, "There's somebody outside getting arrested." I said, "Where?" I never fell off my bed so quick.
Oh my
I
gosh.
crawled to the window. I was between the tree and the plants.
Right. Like she's like, I'm in camouflage mode. I'm in camouflage mode.
So done. That's
And Kim gonna open the curtain off.
Yo. You know what's crazy? When my partner was like, I got a call while I was on the phone with him. My mom was like, yo, there's cops outside. I was like, okay, I'm on a call. She's like, yeah, but they're outside. You gotta check it out. I was like, okay. So I get back on the call. He's like, what's going on? I said, yo, the cops are outside. He said, don't you dare go upstairs. I said, why not? I said, you know what? I won't go up there. I'll just look through the rain.
Because that has now taken priority.
Worst part was like, he was like, yeah, so what's going on though? What you seeing? I was like, now you want to know? Yeah, that's it's
Yo, I
but
got
that
to
food
know.
thing was crazy.
No, yeah, it's just so. What do y'all think? Can you eat at everybody's?
Hell no.
Apparently,
Or-
you can't even trust people bringing home food.
Right,
From the
you gotta be careful.
My man's proved he'll pick it up off the ground and put it right back on.
Right.
Oh no.
So tell us how you guys feel. Have you ever experienced a weird food concoction or anything? Leave us a comment. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we're gonna mix it up again, and crisscross. Go turn, girl.
All right. So, for our last episode, I had mentioned Mothman. And I did a little bit of digging into Mothman. I had a long time ago and more recently. Did you guys know that there is supposedly 2 versions of Mothman?
What you mean?
There is a purple-eyed Mothman, and there is a red-eyed Mothman.
I know the red-eyed one.
Yeah, I've heard of the red-eyed one.
Yeah.
You got me all on the Mothman prophecies.
Yeah.
Was it Ashton Kutcher?
For me, it was more ghost hunters. But I know what you're talking about with the Mothman prophecies. The movie, I think it was.
Yeah, it was the movie.
I didn't see it, but I watched Ghost Hunters back in the day, and they talked about it. And then any other like supernatural show, they'll talk about it. Like even Supernatural talked about the TV show talked about the Mothman. But the only one that they've ever referred to was the
red-eyed
one.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
I didn't know there was a purple-eyed one.
Yeah. Apparently, the purple-eyed one is supposed to be more protecting versus for example, there's this story that basically these people had been worshiping the Mothman because they, people do that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And they were, worshiping them or him to prevent, whatever disaster was going to happen.
Right.
Okay.
And so when this occurred, there was a flood.
Oh.
A terrible flood.
Okay.
And apparently the night before this happened, supposedly the purple-eyed Mothman had spoken to this individual specifically and said, go here, you'll be protected, and so on and so forth. So this man happened to be one of the worshipers for the red-eyed Mothman.
Okay.
So he goes and he tells this, vision to the people. And, those go with him that believe, those that don't, so on and so forth. So apparently, and this is just like a legend or whatever, they had went into like a almost like an underground shelter kind of thing.
Okay.
And apparently the myth goes that they were some of the few people that survived that flood.
Oh.
And then it had, after that flood, it had led to like World War II. Yeah, it was like a whole thing about it.
Oh, okay.
And, for shits and gigs though. But that's where people had started to worship the purple-eyed Mothman. And then those that eventually, because, you're in that spot and you're like, all right, now this is getting corny. Like,
Yeah.
let's go into whatever deeper, whatever, blah.
Yeah.
So apparently those people separated again, and but the people that separated away from the purple-eyed Mothman went into a deep, darker practice. Yeah. So there are a lot of the circulation is about the red-eyed Mothman that appears before a natural disaster.
Right.
Or any kind of disaster.
Right.
But there's like no stories about, or very little story of the purple-eyed Mothman. And I stopped digging because my mind wandered.
Oh. I was like, oh no.
I just want to know, in like the instance for like the purple-eyed, like if he's like first off, is he like around where the red-eyed monster is, like the same location, or is it totally different like locations?
So from what I understood, from what I saw or looked up, it's more of like you don't really see the purple-eyed Mothman. It's more of like, it's like he gives you a vision for protection. Like it's not even like he appears. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I believe the red-eyed Mothman more. Like
sightings.
You know, yeah.
There's so many sightings.
And
Like there's a whole town that's dedicated to this.
Yeah. And like the first sighting was in 1966. So it's like when you start putting certain pieces together,
Yeah.
like it's like really, but then at the same time, when is he gonna actually come out and be like, this me?
Right. Like when is there going to be a sighting of the purple?
Yeah.
Like, is he real, or is this just like, it's like he made up because of the red-eyed one?
I feel like they made it up because of the red-eyed, so that there is like a dab of like good in it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, what if it's the same Mothman and he's just flashing different color eyes? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Contacts are a real
Right.
thing, my friend.
100%. 100%.
He goes into an optical place like, I need purple eye. Like, I need my
I need
new
it.
prescription.
Look,
new
these red
prescription.
eyes ain't working
Yeah.
for me
Yeah.
today.
The purple one.
Call Sandra. She know my order. I
Yeah,
do
I'm-
this once every 10 millennia.
Yeah. He's like, I'm about to go fuck up some shit. Like,
Right.
you know? But I'm very, very intrigued in the Mothman. But I also just feel like come out more with less disaster,
Right.
because we got questions.
But it's like Bigfoot. Like
Right.
like you just gonna walk across the forest and just scare people, right? But you're not gonna come and have a
I
whole
mean, first
conversation.
off,
Let me feed you. Let's have a conversation.
Let me give respect to every person who has seen Bigfoot and
Truth.
dipped. I respect that.
Do you know the theory behind Big Man?
Bigfoot.
Big man. He a big man.
He's a big man, for real.
Big
The
man.
theory behind Bigfoot is that the reason no one can find him or them is because they jump portals and they're not from here.
I heard that.
And I'm
I
sitting
actually-
here like, oh,
I actually watched that on a show, and they actually said that.
Yeah.
They said that it doesn't make sense how there's so many like Bigfoot like around different areas, and they think like, because everyone, you know, we all think when we hear Bigfoot, we only think one. We don't really think
it's a
yeah,
family.
several or
Yeah.
families or more than one. But it was two theories that they're using portals or something to like move around, or they're actually from a different dimension, so they just pop in and out.
yeah.
So those are the two things I heard, and I was just like, I never thought about it, because again, I respect anyone that sees Bigfoot and dips, because we ain't sticking around to find out how big this Bigfoot is. I respect it. I'm out.
It's when the dogs go into the forest for me and come back out. Like, nah, we got to go.
Right. Follow the dog. Follow the dog, because Bigfoot could be hunting you. I ain't with it. I don't. If no one has caught one of these, which makes no sense to me, I'm gonna say that, because I have to say with you, they must be jumping portals, because if we can catch a cheetah, and we could catch a lion, and we can catch a hippo, and we could catch a giraffe, and we can stuff these things, how come you ain't catch Bigfoot?
Right.
Bigfoot ain't that elusive.
We got satellite imaging.
Say
Y'all
loud.
caught a lot of things, but not Bigfoot.
Right. Right. We've a lot of things y'all have caught and y'all ain't catch Bigfoot. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to. There's some kind of something where they're like, the world ain't ready yet. And I'm just like, you know what?
But
you
I
guys
am.
keep talking about there's a missing link. Bigfoot is roaming around right there. He the link.
Yeah.
He the link.
What is? I would rather have known that Bigfoot was real than the aliens that we all knew were real.
From the jump. From the jump.
Hello. Where's the whistleblowers? Blow the whistle on Bigfoot.
Something.
What's the deal? Is there a contract sign? Is there a treaty?
There's
What is
something.
it? Let
There's
us know,
something.
because I'm tired of these blurred out photos.
And far away photos
Yeah.
too. With the good cameras we got now, that like I ain't trying to hear from people with
Drones?
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to hear from people with iPhones. Y'all got an iPhone and you roaming and hiking in the mountains or something. You got a good phone to
Right.
take good cameras,
Right.
and you come back with a blurry
picture.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
Yep.
Come
All of a
on.
sudden, your hands are shaking, shaking. But they don't shake when you take that picture of
Right.
Mr. Man who shouldn't be with Mrs. Ma'am.
Let me explain something. CSI investigations.
Yo, but like, come on now. We're in a world of way better technology. We literally Google now is you can go on Google Maps and you can see any place, anywhere,
Yep.
anytime,
Yep.
even on street level. So it is
There's
possible.
a poor man. I'm going to just say this because y'all said Google Maps. And I saw it the other day. This poor man who was working at Walmart and the Google Maps truck drove right by. He dropped all the vegetables for that to-go order. And you just see him stand there defeated. I hope he's okay in life.
Some of the things that these Google trucks be getting is wild. It's wild, but that's a story for another day. But-
time. But I hope you going good, man.
Yeah.
I hope you all right.
But you get it. We get images of everything.
Yeah.
everywhere. You
Yeah.
can't tell me you haven't gotten
Yeah.
this image.
Not even once.
Right.
We have drones that go up in the sky and take pictures.
Yeah.
Helicopters that are flying around every day looking for one specific person, a needle in a haystack, and you
Yep.
can find them.
Yeah. And you can't find Bigfoot.
But y'all can't comb the forest. The tree's too tall.
Exactly. Y'all use these satellite images to find people returning puppies. And you can't show a real picture of Bigfoot. And he's scared of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
I think there was only one time where I saw that he was hunting them, but it was like someone's backyard. Like they have like a whole fort. Yeah. Again, I was watching this show. I might have to look for the episode again. But it was like that he was like in their backyard, but like you couldn't see him because he was hiding in the bush. But like they stayed inside because like there's only one bunch of like where you see something large and black walk across and stop, and it's like he's like hunting them, and they're like, we ain't going outside. And
I would have
just
called my
like,
realtor the same
Right.
second. I'm selling my house right now.
well, that was my whole thing because I was like, we're not going outside, bro. We're not staying in this house.
Right.
We got to go.
I'm not going upstairs to
Right.
sleep. I'm not staying down here to sleep. He bigger than me. I know
Yeah.
because I just seen the shadow walk by. He could come and bust in this door just running. He gonna come in here like
He
the
gonna come in like the
the
Kool-Aid man.
Kool-Aid man. Yeah, exactly.
And he just walking by,
Right.
scanning the perimeter.
Right. I'm out.
He knows we're here.
He ain't
Could you
stupid.
imagine he knocked at the door for...
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Oh
He
my
not going to
gosh.
deliver our Amazon packages, sir.
No, knocking at the door
Not
like
at
I just
all.
want to talk to you about your car's warranty.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Right. He's like, I just wanted some food. Not no. You know what? You can have the whole house. Here, the keys. Here's the cat. Here's the dog. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
You can even keep the groceries.
Yo, that I
Since
just
you're
bought.
that hungry.
That was the only time I think I heard where Bigfoot was stalking them, and he must have been hungry. I don't know, but not the other way around. But again, I agree. Like with everything with the technology we have today,
And you never see a baby Bigfoot.
that's true. I never see a baby Bigfoot.
That's when they gotta go, and that's when it becomes the Yeti. Because the Yeti and Bigfoot is the same.
I never see a Yeti baby Bigfoot either.
Right, but they in the cage.
Baby, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never seen a baby one either. So it's true. How these things keep
popping
Popping
up.
up.
Over the
Why you
years.
single?
Right.
Nah, and it can't be
Well,
you with just one.
right.
It ain't just one.
Right. And there gotta be a female one. How come I don't
Gotta
see no
be.
boobies?
Right. Oh
With
my
boobs. Right.
Look,
Come on.
god. Look it.
Come
Raising the questions.
Right.
Because there's no way that you're an entire male race.
no way.
No.
You're not ace. There's no way.
Unless you're
As
like
a
hermaphrodite
humanoid-
or something.
Person on top 2 legs, you're not asexual.
Right.
There's no way. There's no way.
I wouldn't know.
Not every single one of you are asexual, because then we would have seen one at least pregnant.
Right. We ain't seen that either.
Right.
I ain't never
Could you
seen a
imagine?
pregnant Bigfoot.
A pregnant Bigfoot with no boobies?
And yo, maybe that was the one stalking it was pregnant, and it was like, yo,
I would be amazed if they saw a Bigfoot and it just had a big belly. I'd be like, oh, they growing, y'all. There's an expansion happening.
Yeah.
But the thing
Man.
about it is, like, there's certain parts of certain, like, certain parts of certain parks that they don't go into, and they're like, oh, that's where they live. But if you know they live there,
It was like the village.
yeah, why we don't go there?
Yeah.
Right. Y'all
That's
bother
close to
cannibals and stuff. Like, hello.
That's just all around stupid. You know they're cannibals and you still
Yeah.
gonna venture in there.
And here y'all go.
Let me just,
Food, just walking food. Just walk it. I'm just gonna go check out these
What's-
cannibals today.
oh, into the thick of it.
Right?
Yeah.
Into the thick of
and
it.
y'all sit there and y'all really get into it, and then
And
all
all-
of a sudden you're eating.
Right. You're the menu.
And all I want to know is what a baby Yeti looks like. And why?
Okay.
How did you get out there to the cold like that?
right.
Right.
And how you survive? What are you eating?
Right. We can't. We're gonna just walk into these places, but we can't walk into other places.
Right.
Wild.
Weird.
But we could see the patterns of the deer in the forest.
Right.
We know how they migrate.
But we can't see big fat foot.
Yo.
Make that make sense.
Make that make sense. Yeah. Wow. Well,
So let me know what y'all think about all this craziness.
Between the purple-eyed Mothman
yeah.
and Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You know?
You know how the theories go from one end to the other.
Yo, they be just flowing together. Flow
Find
together.
a baby yet.
I'm done. All right, guys.
Talk
So-
to us.
All right. So I've been debating between 2 topics, but I think I'm gonna do this one. It was very interesting to hear this one. So I wanted to get your thoughts. You know, we've all heard of stay-at-home wives, right? We've heard of stay-at-home wives. They take care of the house. You know, they take care of the kids.
Yeah, back in the 1950s, that was the dream.
That's the dream, right?
Your husband goes to work.
and not even just a dream. I think it was just not to say kind of a standard, but like a suburb. You know, like it was considered like a suburban kind of thing. You know, back then, where the wives stay at home, the men go to work. I mean, we all watched.
Stepford Wives.
I watched
Love
Mad
this.
Men because of you.
Love me some Mad
even
Men.
though there was even though there was working women, there was the women who were at home. So, and the same thing with Stepford Wives. You know, you have the women who were at home.
Yeah. What was that other movie that just came out with what was it, Florence Pugh and Harry Styles?
Oh, you need to watch that. Something Darling.
Don't
Yes,
worry,
darling.
No,
Don't worry, darling.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Darling.
That fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it and I was like, "Oh, there's not in the eggs."
When you see the twist, Kim, you
I haven't really
she
seen
hasn't
it.
watched it. When you see
It's
it,
okay.
yeah. She hasn't watched it, but when you see it,
Yeah.
wild. All right, so you know we've heard of that. So recently, I was watching on YouTube. There's this woman we watch, and she's a YouTuber, a TikToker, and an Instagram. And I watch her a lot because she did. She's just a plus size advocate, and I think she's amazing. But recently, she became a stay-at-home girlfriend.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I was a little like, what? And she did a whole video on it where she moved in with her partner And he is the one that goes to work and brings home the money, and she's a stay-at-home girlfriend. Now, in their relationship particularly, she assumed, oh, you know, as a stay-at-home girlfriend, I'll clean and I'll cook and I'll take care of the place. But he was more like, you don't got to do all that. You don't have to clean and cook. You don't have to like do. He's like, I really just want you to concentrate on you and what you want to do. And, you know, I don't mind if I come home and wash the dishes from time to time. I don't mind if I have to make up the bed from time to time. I don't mind if I clean. He's like, honestly, I want you to do you, and I will take care of everything else. And so she now is able to concentrate on being her creative self, getting herself where she wants to be. And she always said that like a 9 to 5 isn't her thing. It wasn't. So in particular, it's not like she was forcing this whole like lifestyle. It was just something he was just like, no, I want you to be at home. I want you to concentrate on you. So I was like, there's a stay-at-home girlfriend. Who knew this was even a thing? So I was kind of like, I gotta ask y'all, what do you think about, you know, a stay-at-home wife is definitely, you know, there's a marriage, there's a commitment. But with a stay-at-home girlfriend, how do you think and feel about that? Do you still think it's the same thing because you know, what is the difference between a girlfriend and a wife? Or do you think like there's a little bit more to it? I just wanted to gauge your perspectives on it.
Look. We all looking for that man to just be like, you do you, boo. I got the bills. What? I'm out here trying to get my bills paid. Period. For someone to be like, I got you. That makes you feel like, you sure? Because I will say this. The three of us are very independent women. Point blank, period. If I got to get up, I got to do what I got to do. I'm going to do what I got to do, and I'm going to make sure I got this done. When someone comes and takes all of that stress off of you and is like, when you've been an independent woman for more than half of your life, and they're like, no, don't you worry. Yeah. You do what you want to do. You want to go out with the girls, go out with the girls. You want to clean up the house, clean up the house. You want to cook, you could cook if you want to. If you don't feel like it, you want to be in bed all day, do that. You want to game all day, do that. Focus on you. You know how fast so many women would be like, take me now. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And honestly, the idea of it for me is like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. That's so awesome. And I'm honestly so happy for her because I believe she deserves it and everything. Would that be something that I could do? I don't think so. Yeah. I'm just such an independent being. Right. I would be okay for maybe 2 months and then I'd be like, I'm done with this. I need to do something. Yep. I need to aspire to, I need out of this. And it wouldn't be like out of said relationship, but I would be like, I need to something else to fill up time.
Right. Okay.
But yo, I'm with it. You want to pay my bills? Pay my bills. If I don't gotta do nothing, you tell me I don't even gotta cook, and I'm not a cooker. Yeah. I'll clean your house.
Stop it, girl. You cook.
Right. It's just, it might be once a year, but she can.
I don't like to. It's not something, I cook to survive. I will cook to survive. Stop it. I will cook to survive. Stop the face. But it's like,
she can cook more than to survive, y'all.
But to be like, someone is going to take all of that away from me, telling me, you could quit your job tomorrow and don't worry about it. What? I'd be like, what's the speculations?
Yeah. I think for her, it's she is filling her time with other stuff. You know, like, again, she's a content creator. She's been doing it. She has a large following. So it's not just that, but she also needed a job to help out with her other bills. You know what I'm saying? Her other stuff. So
that regular 9 to 5.
Right. So the fact that all of that stress is taken off of her, now she could just mainly concentrate on other things, has really eased up her mind. But she does keep herself preoccupied. It's not like she's not doing anything. It was just like, for them, that's their form of her being that stay-at-home girlfriend. And I think it will be different for everyone. So it's kind of like the concept of it and how it looks in your relationship.
Right.
Oh,
I'm with Kim. Like, I'm happy for her.
Yeah.
I'm with Kim. A lot of what she said. The only difference on my end for, would be that if I had the chance to do that, I don't think I could fully quit a job. I don't think I could fully like not go to work. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And like, it's just who I am.
Yeah.
I'll go to work for maybe 3 days out of the week, but I have to fill those other days where I'm not doing anything with my art.
Yeah.
And like, so for like, and like, and I get to a certain extent, like, it's caring for the mental, being able to have, you time and focus on what you want to do and what's the next, step and the next goals, the next achievements, how you want to grow. And, I get that. And that's awesome. But my mindset is I'd rather take care or handle my things myself. It's just like I refuse to have somebody, and even if you never do it, it's just in my head, it's embedded. Nobody is ever gonna have a throat. Nobody's ever gonna have a boot on my throat. You get what I'm saying? Because I think about everything, in all kinds of different aspects, and where I'm just too independent. Like, I couldn't fully trust being able to not have to worry about nothing.
To fully let go.
Yeah, like I can't fathom it.
Yeah.
Even if you handed it to me on a silver platter, I just can't fathom it.
Yeah.
Because that's not who I am.
Yeah.
I feel like, in a way, what am I doing? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
Like, and I just can't. Like,
No, I think I get it, because like I had this conversation with my mom and she's like, oh, is that something you're thinking about? I was like, no. I said I'm too independent. I was just like, for me, I was just like, what it is I'm solely relying on this person for my finances. I'm solely relying on this person to take care of me financially while I'm doing me as well as other things. And it's kind of like, I don't like the idea of only relying on them or not feeling like I'm not contributing.
Right.
Like for me, even if they're like, you are contributing in other ways, like, don't think you're not doing stuff. It feels weird not to be financially contributing as well, because the last thing I want is for them to feel like, well, I pay everything, and I never want that thrown in my face. I don't ever want somebody to turn around and be like, well, I pay for everything in this place and I make sure that you have everything, and then I'll turn around and be like, oh hell no. Like, if that was the case, let me go and get me something so I don't have you ever throw this in my face. And it's not like my partner would, but it's like, it's just that idea
of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then just knowing my back history and knowing a lot of the women in my family, having been relied on certain people to support them, and then got shot in the foot and then had to go out there and do side hustles or things to kind of like support the kids, support the household, support the putting food on the table, keeping a roof over their head when they're expecting their partner to do the same for them. I was like, I'm never going to find myself in that position. So it's like the idea of it.
The idea is beautiful. Like, me thinking about it, like,
it sounds secure.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
thing.
go to bed when I feel. I'm gonna wake up when I feel. I'm gonna do little things here, there, and everywhere. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be happy. My bills will be paid.
Right.
But then the idea of it is one thing, but the living it is a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Right. Like maybe we could do a couple days out of the week, every other week or something.
Right.
You know, but like I
be
can't. Like I
right.
can't rely solely on you.
Yeah.
I can't. My brain is wired
Right.
that I will have a nest egg and you won't know about it.
Right. Right.
Just in case, say, and we are worst case scenario people. Just in case, what if you come to me one day and you're like, yo, so you know that job I got? Yo, I just got fired and I don't know how we're gonna pay for the bills.
Right.
What am I now as a person who was an independent person that has now turned to a very dependent person financially going to do?
Right.
Right.
Or not only that, and I think this could happen also in a stay-at-home wife situation, but I
Yes.
feel like it's easier at a stay-at-home girl's friends, where what if he's like, this isn't working for me.
Oh,
I don't think this is gonna work for us.
oh,
I don't think this is
right.
This is gonna
Like,
work for me anymore.
like what
I
if
think
you
we need to
guys?
figure right? I like at a stay-at-home wife. It could happen to her too, but
Right.
there, there's a whole marriage contract that you sign.
That's a
so
lot. That's a lot.
The
That's a
process
lot.
for that is a lot thicker,
Right.
than a boyfriend girlfriend
financial-
situation where it's like he could literally just walk out the door. She could literally just walk out the door, and it's just like cut sever ties, point blank, period. And it's like I'm left in the lurch.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Because if you come home talking about you can't do this no more, I'm gonna do a backflip and be like, I left already.
we gon' Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and you gonna just tell me to get out.
Because I know Kung Fu kick your ass.
right, yeah, that's
Let's be
definitely Medea.
real. Let's
Yo.
be real. And you ain't we ain't signed no prenup, none of that. But you
Yeah.
say I'm out. You out.
Yeah.
Right? Or this
I'm
is
gonna
just
move the
not
new
it.
one in.
Right, or this is not working. Like that would.
What
Right
am I
there.
supposed? Like I am now, like her, stuck in the dust.
Yeah.
I am just here. Now I have to pick up my pieces of my life and start over. That hurts my spirit.
Yeah.
As an independent person.
But it's like I don't want to be like negative, because I think in her situation it works out because
I
her
believe
and
so.
her partner are on the same page about where they are in their life.
I
and I feel like it works, but it's just so interesting because again, it's something I didn't know existed.
The idea of it, I think, is absolutely beautiful. Okay.
It's just not
But
for you.
it's not for me because I like Criss said, I don't want you throwing in my face too. Well, I paid all the bills here today.
Right.
So you got nothing. I
Right.
got what to tell you?
Right.
I got left to tell you? I got right to tell you?
I got a left and a right hook, babe.
Right.
Hello.
Boom, boom, boom.
We
Right.
talked about this beforehand. But if this type of agreement isn't working for you, I can happily go find a job.
Not even. Like I wouldn't even.
But, like-
I don't even know if. I think it
Again,
yeah.
it's the idea of it is for us. The idea of it is so freeing, but the reality of it isn't. I don't know how. First few weeks I like this. I like this. After that, it's like, okay, let's be real.
Let's keep it 100.
Let's stay out of cloud 9. Let's come back down to reality and talk about this real quick.
Well, they clearly talked about it.
They've clearly talked about it, and I think for them,
it works.
It works,
and
it's
it probably
a
works
beautiful
for other
thing.
people that I haven't, heard
Yeah.
it from. I just happened to hear it from her for the first, because she recently just did it.
Right?
So I thought it was just so interesting.
Oh, this is your friend?
No.
Oh,
She's a content creator.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I follow her.
I was so lost for a second.
No.
My mind just
I
wandered.
follow her on YouTube and on Instagram, and she had posted it on YouTube, a whole video on it, and I was just like,
See,
what?
and the thing, and for her
So-
too, being a content creator, she does a lot of clothing hauls for her shape.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
she does a lot of clothing hauls, and I would see, for me, it would be like, where am I getting the money to pay for all these clothing hauls?
Dun dun dun.
Right.
And I'm like, Do I
But,
I come to you and ask you? And
no,
I'd be
but
like,
successful enough content creators get paid.
true.
So
Or
I'm
you know,
assuming she's getting something. You know, she's
Yeah.
been on YouTube a long time,
stress
Instagram,
level.
TikTok.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying she's got millions of followers, but I am saying she's got a good number.
she
So
does.
I'm assuming it's not because remember she had been traveling before him. She's been doing her own thing before, so she was surviving, and thriving. So you know, just I think that when you're living on your own and you have your own bills to pay and you have your own food to shop for and you have your phone bill and your rent bill and your this bill
And your
the fact that you don't have
animal
to
and
I think once you're with someone else or living with other people, that stress is less because it's shared,
Yeah.
you know, or in her case taken over. So I think that's where that is. But you know, you guys tell me what you think about it. Like, what do you think about a stay-at-home girlfriend? Do you think it's any different than a stay-at-home wife? And do you think it's something, or stay-at-home boyfriend? Because we have stay-at-home dads.
There are stay-at-home
You know,
daddies. There are stay-at-home daddies.
Criss crosses face. So you know, if you what
They
you guys,
zaddies.
they
All right. They be
zaddies.
zaddies because let me explain something before we go off to asking the peoples what they feel. A stay-at-home zaddy with the Z. My ideal is you going to the gym, you playing your video games, and you taking care of the kids while cooking for me.
I'm done. I'm so done. I'm done.
Coming home for a full meal, kids taken care of, and you said, "Baby, let's game."
I'm
Is
done
the
with you.
turnaround with the apron on when you're flipping the steak?
Are the worst. I'm done with you guys. So again, for those of you, what do you guys think? Stay-at-home girlfriend? Is it or stay-at-home boyfriend? Is it the same as a stay-at-home mom or dad? Would it be something you would consider or think is even an option for you? Why or why not? Just give us a comment or two and let us know how you feel about it. All right, so we've come to our recommendations.
Recommend her.
Yes, so I'll start. What I recommend, it's this game. It's called Chronicles of Crime. Kim was amazing and got me this as a gift for my birthday, and it is so much fun. If you're really into crime mysteries or murder mysteries, escape rooms, or if you've ever played any of those one-time games like To Hunt a Killer, where you had to use different objects, your phone, very immersive game, you'll really enjoy this. Chronicles of Crime has about at least 8 to 10 different games in this one box, and some of them are related to each other. You do need your phone or tablet, because there are times where you have to scan barcodes or QR codes, and you actually have to look at crime scenes, or you have to go to different locations, and it is visually there on your tablet or phone. You get to interview suspects, gather clues, and solve the mystery within a certain time limit. So it has been so much fun. Myself and Kim have played it, and there's so many games in it. We haven't finished it all, but it is highly recommended. The game actually had sold out at the time, but I did see that it's back on the shelves. So if you do like these kinds of games, I highly recommend Chronicles of Crime.
Nice. So I guess we're going on a game feud because oh my god. Oh, look at us. So there is a video game that I am going to recommend. It's called Pal World. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. So it's a mix of Pokemon and Minecraft.
Shut up.
But with guns. So you can... There are a lot of people out here. It is a role-playing game. It is online. You can play as a single player. It is only available on Xbox consoles and the computer at this moment. I believe on Steam it goes for $29.99. It is by the company Pocket Pair. Yes, Pocket Pair. And this game is like a Pokemon-esque game where you capture your monsters, and there have been a lot of people online that puts them in sweatshops and they create guns where you can shoot up people, you can put them, you also can eat your monsters. It's
That's not like Pokemon.
I need this game right now.
it is the way this game has become so big.
They may beat each
It is huge. And then the thing is, you can leave your server and come back into your server, and your little monsters are like, they're like, I'm tired, I'm depressed, I need a break.
That sounds like a Tamagotchi.
Right, but you can tell them get back to work. So this is
interesting.
This is a very interesting game. It has blown up so huge. It is an indie game to blow up this big and to have a 9 out of 10 rating on everything, and it's still being downloaded with patches, and people love it. I recommend Pal World. Get on it, guys.
You should have done a commercial, girl. Shoot. So, I'm not recommending a game, but I am recommending a gamer.
Oh.
So, I am going to recommend someone oh so special to me who made me an auntie for the first time. My little Jedi Zayden. He streams on Saturdays on Twitch and now has a YouTube channel available, which we will include in a link when we upload. But please, for all our gamer friends, all our friends on Twitch, YouTube, please like, subscribe, help my little man achieve his goal.
All right. Okay. I can't wait. What's his handle?
I'm so sorry. His handle is, for Twitch, it is Jedi Zay. And for YouTube, it is also Jedi_Zay. Redheads do it best.
That's cute. Definitely gonna check him out. All right, guys, that's our recommendations. I definitely that Power World. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Pokemon, but because I'm just not a fan of Pokemon. But they eat each other. That ain't Pokemon.
That's interesting.
I'll give it a peek. I'm gonna peek at it. But those are our recommendations. If you have any recommendations for us, definitely hit us in our chat and let us know some places or games or books or food or things that we can do, and we'll definitely check it out ourselves, and then we would love to recommend it to everyone else, and also check out our recommendations and let us know how you felt about them. That would be great. Again, we love you all for definitely listening and taking the time to hear us out. This has been
My Kind of Convo.
Talk to y'all later.